House Republicans passed their version of the Annual Defense Authorization Act today.
The nearly $900 billion measure includes standard support for the military, but also has some nods to conservative cultural positions that most Democrats will not support. Alex Cameron has details from our News on 6 Washington Bureau.
On this vote, the yeas are 217, the nays are 199.
Passage Friday of legislation many members feel is as critical as anything they take up the entire year.
Making sure that our military has the tools and resources to be the most effective warfighters in the world. So this is an important package.
The NDAA sets Pentagon policy and funding levels for the coming year, $895 billion, a 1% increase over the current year. A bipartisan focus of this NDAA is making needed quality of life improvements.
So there's a pay raise for enlisted. There are investments in base housing and child care. These are things that are important to our military service members.
The bill passed out of committee with near unanimous support, but conservative Republicans then added amendments to roll back diversity protections and restrict service members and their families from accessing abortion and transgender health care.
And so they have hijacked the National Defense Authorization Act in order to jam their extreme right-wing ideology down the throats of the American people.
But Josh Brecheen, who successfully added an amendment banning DOD-sponsored drag shows, says getting what he calls woke far-left policies out of the military is critical for our national security.
I often think, what would Eisenhower, what would MacArthur say? They would say, why don't you be fixated on preparation for real battle, real war, not cultural wars.
Now, if past history is a predictor, these culture war items are very unlikely to survive the eventual reconciliation of this bill with the version brewing over in the Senate, where Democrats are in charge, and bills normally have to be bipartisan to pass. In our Washington Bureau, I'm Oklahoma's own Alex